Hi, this is Dale with Computer Aftercare, and today I want to show you how to clean the exterior of your computer. Now here I'm just going to show you some of the tools and materials that you'll need to do this. There's some common household items you probably already have. As you can see, there's some detergent there. It's typical spray detergent. There's some rubbing alcohol. And we also have our can of compressed air. You can see the Q-tips and the soft cloth. My brush, screwdrivers in case you need to open up anything, and my Data Vac electric duster or blower, which you might not have, but you can order them online. They can replace the canned air. Now, one of the first things you want to do is to disconnect all the cables in the rear of the computer, especially the power plug. Now, after the cables are disconnected, you can actually get started with the cleaning. Now, be sure to check your power supply and your case fan vents for dust, and be sure to brush it off. And you can just use a regular brush for this. Now, you can also knock down any of the remaining dust using the brush while blowing it with a can of compressed air. And I'll show you later what I actually use. Now, be sure to use an object like a plastic straw or some kind. I'm using the nozzle from the canned air, and insert it between the fan blades while you're blowing so that you don't overspin the blades, which might actually damage them. Now I'm going to use my Data Vac electric blower. It is very powerful, but it's also very loud, and you can buy it online. You can find it in the tools and materials section. Then I have my other case fan over here. And then you have the USB connectors, Ethernet connectors. A lot of times dust actually settles in there as well. Now, when you want to clean the external surfaces of your computer, it's pretty much like cleaning any other household item you might find in the kitchen. Just make sure that you don't get any moisture or liquid actually into the computer itself, which might drip onto some sensitive electronics. And always be sure that you spray the detergent directly onto the cloth and not directly onto the computer. Don't do this. Anyways, you can just go ahead and start and wipe it down. Now, if you need to clean any small or recessed areas after you've wiped the external surfaces down, you can just go ahead and use a Q-tip. It's that simple. Now, just as you cleaned the connectors in the rear panel, you want to do the same thing in the front, and we also want to do some physical inspections. I'm going to use a magnifying glass and my little flashlight to do this. Now, I like to take a look inside the front panel connectors, which tend to get damaged easier than the rear connectors. If you have kids, you might even find a coin in one of these connectors, particularly the camera card reader ones. And also check that the pins haven't been bent or damaged in some way. I've seen a damaged USB connector that actually prevented the computer from booting up. So be sure to look inside these connectors and see if you can see if the pins have been bent, moved over, or shorted together. You don't want that. So that's pretty much it for cleaning the exterior of the computer. But keep this in mind. Depending on how dirty your computer actually is, you might want to clean your computer outside, such as on your porch or your patio, and be sure it's in a dry area away from any rain. And also be sure to protect your eyes, your nose, and your mouth from any airborne dust and debris. You don't want to be getting objects in your eye or breathing any of this stuff and causing you lung problems. And to do this, just use goggles and a dust mask as needed. That's it. We'll cover cleaning the interior of the computer in another video. Anyways, again, this is Dale with Computer Aftercare. Thank you, and bye-bye.